Good afternoon, everyone, and today we're gonna have another playoff game for you guys. And this one is gonna be between Crystal Hunter's Skaven team, the Rat Rebbl, which we've got right here. And oh boy, is this a nice rat team. Got everything you want. Claw Palm, even Horn's Claw Mighty Blow Vermin as a backup killer. Natural one-turner with Wrestle and Strip Ball. I mean, it serves two purposes. It's good on both natural one-turning and stripping the ball. So, I mean, that probably means he doesn't live as long as a normal one-turner, because you probably still want to be fielding him on the field. But this game is probably not going to matter as much, because he's not up against the killiest of teams. Elsewhere, he's got a nice mobile guard, and just some, you know, relatively decent gutter runners. I mean, they each have block or wrestle, so that's always good to have. And rounding out it, he's got a couple lineman levels, including a 33 SPP line rat, which you don't see very often. But he's got kick, which is probably the most important skill for line rats to have. So yeah, it's a really nice team. 1670 team value, probably not going to be the highest, so he's probably going to get inducements at some points during the playoffs. And his opponent for today is going to be a fresh Pro Elf team that hasn't accepted their ticket yet. So this might take a little bit of time. We'll have to find out when that's going to happen. It's supposed to be kicking off in a minute or so, so... Well, we'll see if we can find this team. I know they are... Or they were in Rebbl 5E or something. Rebbl, no, 5... Super Race 5F? 5G somewhere? Thanks for the context, Rex. Proper one-turner and a proper sacker. So now he's got one that's both. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find this guy. So, go to my... see if I can find a team for you guys. Looking for Rebbl. Rebbl. Teams. Broken. Not in here anymore. Okay, so he's left that one. We'll get him as soon as he accepts his ticket then. Oh, there it is. Ticket's in. He's in here now. So this is the other team we're going to be watching. The Broken Bone Batallion, coached by Super Bass. Fresh Pro Elf team. And for one season, it's got quite the goodies on it. Mighty Blow, but no block yet. 3 guard linemen. Wow. That's a lot of guard. And not much protection for these AV7 players. A really nice guard, strength up blitzer. That's going to be a nice one in this matchup. A little harder to hit. It's going to take the Horn's Gutter Stormvorman to really get at this guy. A good old movement 9 Pro Elf catcher with Blodge Step. Yeah, so it's a pretty decent one season team. That's pretty much what we can say about it. And let's see if they're ready to start this game up. So go into Cabal TV. And since we don't want to give any spoilers away, we're going to search. Without using Rebbl. Yeah, so many doubles on that elf team for sure. It's 5 of them I counted. Still, I mean, Crystal Hunter's rat team isn't lacking doubles either. They have, 2 Claw Storm Vermin, which is, more than most Skaven teams can ask for. So it should be an interesting game. What do you guys think? Do you think the Skaven or the Pro Elves are favored in this one? And it looks like they've just started, so we can get right into the game. And looks like we're going to have someone joining us in a bit. Here we are.
Hello, Master T-Self. Hello.
How are you doing?
Very well, and yourself?
Quite well. We just loaded the game up. So everyone, this is Fiat.
Yes, I've...
He's going to be
hello.
joining us for this game.
Yes, not much to say about me other than I'm a horrible Pro Elf nerd. Not eminently successful, but should be able to give a decent play-by-play of these purple Pro Elves. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, they have a nice team. Lots of doubles.
Yeah, I've just been watching your preview. They've got 4 guard players, which is better than my team. Certainly going to have a very powerful offense. We'll see how we do on the defense.
Yep, and we're going to be watching from behind the Rats here as they go on their first offense of the game.
Yeah, so you yourself, T-Self, been playing Rats a lot recently, I gather.
Yeah, I have 2 Rat team goings right now, so the clan and the main league. But I am, however, known mostly for Pro Elves. And my team was 5 or 6 seasons. Yeah, 5 seasons.
Yeah, so we're not at all biased here.
No, I play both sides of this matchup.
Quick snap, good for Rats, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, quick snap doesn't really change anything in this. There's, quite rightly no Pro Elves on the second line, so no free extra hits.
And you still get your 2 dice on the line. Not horrible bounce.
Starting off only pushing with the Claw Palmer is exactly what the Elves are going to want from this game.
Yeah, good discipline from Rat coach, getting his first hits in with the skilled players.
Yeah, I mean, he has exactly as much block as he needs to. 4 Strength 3 players to block means that all 4 hits are going to be reliable.
That's a good hit from the Rats.
And as every good elf coach knows, the way to make claw teams sad is to just have AV7 everywhere, right?
Yeah, Claw somewhat of a wasted skill, but I'm sure they've got lots of other nasty skills that will put a thorn in the side of the Pro Elves.
Yeah, and I mean, the Claw doesn't go completely to waste because 2 of the better players on the pitch are going to be these Pro Elf Blitzers sitting at armor 8.
Yeah. If you can get a hit on the Blitzers with Claw, you're laughing, really, so...
Especially that plus
always
strength.
bonus if you can do that.
That plus strength accident-prone Andy. He's probably going to be the key to winning this game for the Pro Elves.
Yeah, he's strength 4, blodge, and guard. Obviously a key piece there.
And here we go. Make all your hits with 2 Mighty Blow Storm Vermin, and it's the random line rat that gets the Kaz.
Yep. Good to get removal started early though. Turn 1, can't complain.
And I like the way he's set up to get lots of extra hits. So like he did get a bunch of pushes at the start, but he was still able to make extra hits out of those pushes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's another power for you.
Following up means he will be taking at least 1 line rat hit back. Probably wouldn't have followed there if I was playing this.
Not sure about that. I would have probably stayed back as well.
I mean, it is only a guard lineman, but I mean, he's still got strength 3. He can still hit.
I mean, you say only a guard lineman. Maybe he wants to like get some pressure on like a guard piece, like force for dodge. He doesn't take overly much commitment from his side to at least force some dice.
And I think that would be a great, great thing to do when you're up against a pro team that had one guard piece. But he's got backups. And his claw palmer is actually pretty vulnerable here. Because of the large amount of guard that the pro elves do have.
He's not invulnerable. I was just trying to find him there for a moment, but yeah, he's semi-tucked away, but he certainly can be blitzed. Although he's going for something else.
Yep. Blitzing, but in a way that you get a second try.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That'll do.
No break.
Good enough? No. It's always the way when you're facing rats, you bash them as much as you like, but armor breaks, nah, not gonna happen. When you're playing rats, oh no, they just break before you. But when you're playing against rats,
And I left a
harder than it seems.
That in order to get a scoring threat, Crystal Hunter just needs to put his gun runner on the line of scrimmage.
Yes, that's what movement 10 will do that for you. It's movement 10 sprint. That's even worse.
Yep, he can literally walk the ball in from the line of scrimmage.
I know he's called to stop killing your aggressors. I really hope he dies this game. That would just be, chef kiss.
Yeah.
You can hope, eh?
And here comes. Ooh.
Oh, that's a double skull.
Definitely gonna need a reroll, and
rescued.
Does find it.
Or tackle will do it.
We'll have to pile on if he wants to try and find damage, but
I think I would here. Yeah.
That's a decent spot. Doesn't find anything
Doesn't
though.
get it. No.
And there is a unskilled lineman, dislocated pinky, who's close enough to foul that if he was inclined to.
He surrounded it, so I think he probably is going in for the foul. So he just wants to stop him totally getting away.
Well, I was more thinking of the foul from the pro elf side here. And so Crystal Hunter's definitely gonna try and protect that Storm Vermin a lot. We'll see what kind of a pace that Crystal Hunter wants to take in this game, because he does have stacking potential. But the pro elves also have players who are pretty good at holding the ball. No sure.
Yeah, like it. As a pro team, I would be immensely grateful that they brought the ball this forward close to the line of scrimmage for me. Like, you only need one fortunate roll and you can get a sack attempt in. It's giving you the opportunity, I think. Even block and sure hands, but depends how quickly he wants to score, I suppose.
Yeah, it's all dependent on what pace the rats here go with. Okay, so yeah, ball's relatively safe still. Well, here's a pro of Coach Rex. We we have the ball in mind at all times.
It's just 1-4+ and it's a sack. Yes, that is often the pro approach, especially if you have dodge. It's like a 75% play. So You might as well go for
is
it.
just a babe from the Skaven side here. Mighty Blow Catcher not finding the luck on the Storm Vermin.
No. Especially on AV busted Storm Vermin. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a agreed reroll on that one.
You'd want to get him down, really.
Without block against Mighty Blow, a 1 in 9 there would have been real brutal.
Yeah, it'd be lush if you had a block. You could.
Looks like he will be going for the foul here, though. He has made 2 assists, and there is Dislocated Pinky right nearby to go stamp on Storm Vermin's head.
I mean, versus an 86 SPP player, you can't really fault it.
Yeah, I mean, if the foul works, it works. And this is a good trade to make. +3.
Well, that's a nice dodge. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's nice that you have an unskilled lineman to do the foul with. You got him? No, just stun.
But no
send off.
So that does mean that, you know, it's open there for the next try. And it is the tackle player. So all of these players that are standing here, most of them actually have dodge that are around this rat. So it's not going to be easy for the rats to prevent another foul. You know, the Horn's Storm Vermin doesn't have a great target other than this Mighty Blow Catcher, who's kind of been hung out to dry, as Volps points out.
The problem I can see here is that the Prowls are majorly committed to one side. So if you can get the ball to the gutter runner, he can just run it up the left side, and he can get a cage around it, and he's fine.
Yeah, and I think the pros here are just trying to say, you know, I don't mind if you take some space and, you know, threaten, because I know that you're not going to try to score early, because, you know, you don't want to really give the L's over to the ball, or the ball over to the L's. So
that's true. You don't want to score early as a scoring team. So
like he's like, okay, yeah, take as much room as you want. I'm just going to sit here and foul your best player out of the game. And there's not a real good way to prevent the foul from happening soon.
Well, unless you score, and then it's
yeah. I mean,
a reset. But
he could try to score.
That has its own tactical disadvantage. So
yeah, it's not easy to actually. Interesting. I thought that was going to be his blitz.
I think he might just blitz and try and get the path free for his ball carrier and go up the left side and then just try and tank it out.
I guess he can make the hit with that gutter runner if he brings up 1 extra assist onto the Mighty Blow Catcher, which he has opened a path for this line rat to get there. You know, you can base gutter runners, but, you know, strength 2 isn't the hardest thing to get a hit with. And we all know they have Weeping Blades now, right? They're just hitting Taz machines.
Unfortunately, basing strength 2 does very little when they just dodge away from you.
Well, he's not going to dodge away. I think he's going to be hitting this catcher. He's got 2 extra assists in there.
Yeah, 2 dice on the Mighty Blow player, you'd absolutely take it.
And I'm going to try and, you know, keep the spoilers to minimum because we do have a 48-hour spoiler policy, but in this playoffs, gutter runner punches have been quite lethal. Looks like the ball is going to be handed off to this this movement gutter. Actually, he's going for a full-on vanity pass.
Goodness.
A little risky.
That'll do.
I mean,
he's got it.
Do you use your reroll here? He does.
Oh, I probably would.
It is Mighty Blow, so that makes it a little more enticing. But he's down to just the 1 for the rest of this half, and if these tackle Blodge Steppers can get real frisky with the ball soon, yeah.
If that works out right, because he got his Rodge player is fine, and the other player is stunned, so decent result for a reroll, but Tough.
Kind of sucks to have to use it this early.
Yeah.
And this is a really easy big gang foul here onto the Storm Vermin.
Oh, absolutely. You stick for booting 100%. Blade, you may be having a tough time coming up
I actually
in the
wonder
near future.
He can surf that block line rat if he wanted. It would require a bit of a commitment, but...
We're talking about Core Punch.
Yeah, just a bait for the rats for inducements, guys. Looks like
block, blitz. You could do it.
Giving up on the foul and is going to be using his blitz onto this guard gutter runner to try and pressure the ball now that he's low on rerolls. So he senses a little bit of weakness in terms of the rerolls having been used early. Andy Davo would disagree. Every surf is worth it. Well, who needs to surf it when you just hit it?
I just whack it. That's fine. I mean, there's been far too few vanity passes for an Andy Davo game, but we haven't got to the elves half yet, so...
I wonder, is the blitz coming onto the thrower here at the back? Oh, he's going in.
4+ dodge, nice.
4+ dodge,
double pow.
He gets the pows.
That'll do. There you go. Someone questioned the Pro Elf life earlier. There it is. That is how you do it as a Pro Elves. Steal the ball, pass it off. Run down with a catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can blast with a catcher, he's done.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Oh, why? Oh, I don't like that, no. Why would you do that?
The lineman was much better of a chance.
Oh, that's poor.
And I think it would have been worth a reroll.
No.
With the lineman, not with the catcher.
Picked it with lineman and tried to pass it off.
Yeah.
That was poor.
So he started off with an excellent play to get the ball on the ground, and then not really the best choice of recovery, but...
No. Ugh.
I mean, this ball is in a real dangerous spot for the rats. Like, the Pro Elves are still very happy with where it's landed.
I mean, it's marked by 2 players, and if it scatters in the wrong way, it's still marked by Pro Elves. So,
yeah,
hard for rats to recover, but
yeah, I love the ballsiness of that 4+ dodge, though.
Yeah, if it goes right, like those are always the best plays. But if it doesn't, then it's just turnover. But if it goes right, it's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Truck. If he didn't want to commit the reroll from the beginning, then using the catcher meant more tackle zones potentially around it when it does fail. I'm just always thinking, like, if the ball's on the ground and I've got a catcher that can pretty much get away from all of the rats, I want him getting the ball and getting away from all the rats.
Wonder if he thought that Nav the Steel was a pickup without modifiers. Because it's not, but maybe he thought that.
So 1 GFI from the Horns Blitzer, and he can 2-dice the Wrestle lineman onto the ball, maybe scatter it. But, I mean, scattering's scary. There's a lot of positions that can go where it's, like, pretty much not better than where it currently is.
I mean, the only good scatter is bouncing onto a rat and then bouncing maybe next to that lineman.
I mean, there's definitely good scatters. It's like onto the movement rat that's moved down, out, 1 tackle zone, a gutter runner can pick it up. But, he's gonna go for a chain push, actually. This is a very good play. So this has freed up the ball completely.
And he gets KO, nice.
Very, very good play there. Freed up the ball, and this gutter runner is technically a scoring threat. Though it will require a dodge and 2 GFIs.
I mean, Agi for dodge, you can pretty much be away with... He's marked for Blitzer in case it
Gets
fails.
the ball.
Yeah,
I think that's actually not in case. I think he's just gonna not score here and just gonna rely on this screen.
I don't think he was going to score that turn, but I'm saying like just to cover the recovery from Blitzer, he's going to mark it with that gutter runner and avoid the easy 3+2+.
Yeah, and this is why I didn't like just like trying to go for the pickup and letting it fail, because I mean rats can always do just what they did there and run away with the ball.
That is typically what rats do.
So I definitely would have committed to a 3+ reroll. Like 3+s aren't that bad. Once you're going in for that blitz play. Guard gutter runner versus a mutation. I like guard. I like having mobile guard. He already had block sidestep, so the mutation option probably would have been big hand, which I'm actually a pretty big fan of. So I'm not sure what you're going to get better use out of, actually. A guard player on your team or the big hand rat. Certainly, both options are good, though. Yeah, guard gutter runners tend to be pretty incredible when they get used properly, for sure. He already had a big hand and died during the season. That would make sense then. Bunch of gutter runners getting hit, but I mean they all have the defensive skills, so you need an actual POW to get them.
Getting it there. If he dodge out that catcher to try and get power in the MA10.
Ooh, and now here comes this tackle. He was
Oh
trying to get
dear.
out through that 4+.
Got 4+1s, didn't work this time. No.
And that was almost a desperation play there.
The 4+ dodges maybe a once per game play for the pros, and
I mean, I
can't
like it
rely
when
on
it has, like, the 4+ dodge when you have the dodge skill is good, but when you're just doing the coin flip because of tackle, oof.
Yeah.
That reroll would have been much better spent on that 3+ pickup.
Indeed.
Yeah, he didn't get much out of that turn, and it looks like the rats are going to have some choice picks of blitzes and damage to cause here.
I think he pretty easily cage up here as well. If he wants to. I like his lineman who has kick, block, and shadowing. That's an interesting pick.
Is it shadowing? I thought it was...
Shadowing, yeah, it's
Oh, it
kick,
is
block,
shadowing.
and shadowing. And agi too, yeah.
It's certainly
Interesting builds.
Yeah.
You'll notice that interesting is not synonymous with good. It's an interesting build.
It's the Ornan special. You just put shadowing on a random player on your team, and then he becomes a meme.
If we see it 5 this game, I will be surprised.
Ooh, no!
Oh, he's dead. Wannabe war dancer has been throat chopped.
And that's an M&G.
Oh, it's into an MNG.
Well, he's alive still, so there's that. But, yeah.
Just to save your doubles catcher, but... Oh yeah, that's rough for the game.
Yeah, Fend. Fend would have been okay on that rat. I don't know. There's not that many good choices for a line rat when they get to 3 skills, for sure. If he wasn't your kicker, I'd suggest firing him to save the TV.
Yeah, kickers can take all kinds of nonsense. It doesn't really matter, but equally, you don't totally want to bloat them with awful skills.
Yeah, could be scoring this turn. Could also be walking away. But I think scoring makes sense there, Close Guy, especially with that damage he caused.
Yeah, once you get a couple of removals, you get the sort of thing swinging in your favour.
I mean, it's a bit scary because you are giving the elves some time. but and the elves don't totally need that many players in order to score. They're only down, I guess, 1 on the pitch, but the rats are at full complement. I'm gonna swap here behind the pearls as they sit up for their offense.
Yeah, now you got the pearls only mighty blow off. It becomes easier as well.
The problem is it's 4 turns, and 4 turns isn't the hardest thing in the world to stall out as elves. And if the elves go in at 1-1, then they have to be liking their chances in the game.
Well, bear in mind he's still got the MA10 piece, which is just click your fingers over 1 turn.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
not supremely easy to stop that.
yeah, and you would have to stall a full 8 in the second half as well. But like even that's not good enough because of the 1-turner. Then again, I mean, 1-turners aren't guaranteed touchdowns. They do have to roll dice.
Yeah.
And no sure feet. Like, this isn't a dedicated 1-turner. Like, he's got the movement and the sprint, but he doesn't have any reliability skills, so talking probably like 60-something.
Versus pros is not too bad. If they set up badly, you can at least get 1 push them, and it's much easier. So, yeah, we'll see come the final turn, but
yeah, there's 4 guard on this pro team. It is quite the sight.
Yeah, that's true. I did forget about that, despite mentioning it earlier.
I mean, it doesn't... It's kind of, like, wasted almost here.
I like, as a pro team, like I play plurals myself, and 4 guard almost seems like too much. I would maybe take like 2 or 3. 4 seems like... seems like you could pick another double skill, maybe.
There's not too many of them. It's pretty much just guard.
There's not, but guard / mighty blow. But maybe you could have like got something.
Yeah, you take what you get because when 2 of them have died, you're still gonna be happy that you had the 3rd one.
That's true.
And once they get to block, I mean, when all 3 of those guys are block guard, they'll be a lot better than just currently with just guard.
I mean, that's an aspiration. We'll see how many of them live that long. Could happen. There you go, they're starting off strong with POW. Removal. Stun.
Ooh. Armor 7
That's some mighty blower.
No.
Doesn't take him off, or 1 short. No, 2 short.
Yeah, too short. No rush to push his elves down the field.
Unsurprisingly, running back with that strength 4 piece wants to keep him safe.
And unfortunately here he's going to be leaving one of these players based. Ooh, there's a 1 in 9. And yeah.
Oh, he takes it, nice.
You have to pretty much eat that because it's your last reroll for the half.
Yeah, you got to keep that in case you chuck it to someone who doesn't have catch.
Well, you just need it for the score because there's probably going to be some tackle nearby or something's going to go wrong on the turn. Now, you haven't picked the ball up yet, which gets a bit scary because there are going to be a couple gutter runners bearing down on it.
No, this is precisely why I took sure hands early on my throw, because before you do anything too risky, you can nip in and pick the ball up, which relieves so much pressure with the elves.
Okay, so free hit generated onto this guard because of the pushes. And it looks like he's going to be aiming for this tackle lodge step blitzer with the cloth armor. That's what the Rebbl gutter runner basing says to me. And then the rest of the gutter runners are just going to get in the way of all the elves and say, you know, pass over me, I dare you.
Yeah, once you have players behind your team, it's just generally a bad time. Just see who he gets the blitz off with. I assume that's Stormvermin.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's going to be the first dice he rolls for the turn. It's going to be the Stormvermin blitz. He's made all of his movement without any dice rolls first, and then smartly is going to make the good dice roll before the slightly harder one.
He's disciplined. Oh no, he doesn't. He's going.
And likewise, Crystal Hunter also can't spend his last reroll. Not for a greed block.
This is overtime format reroll discipline in the first half.
It's more like there are still 2 more turns reroll discipline.
That's true. That's true.
Reroll, regardless of overtime format. Ooh,
Dude, big go anyway. That is big pow.
Gutter runner hitting the deck.
I mean, ideal place for a foul too if he wants it.
Yeah, I don't think he wants it. The hard part is getting the ball somewhere safe, because movement, wrestle, strip ball, gutter runner can reach pretty much everywhere on this pitch. And the dice are not cooperating.
No, that won't do it.
It looks like he wanted to put the ball in this little, like, pseudo cage that's kind of based. But it gets even worse without being able to at least push that Stormvermin away.
Maybe he dodges that catcher off and just chucks it down the field.
Now, down the field's the worst spot for it, because that's way too close to that gutter runner. Pretty much just has a free reign at it. I honestly don't know where the ball can even go. Like, I guess maybe it's just safest on the thrower sitting in the backfield here.
He's got Blodge, so he's not going to be sacked easily.
There's only 2 gutter runners in range of it, and they only have block. It's not the wrestle one. The wrestle one's stunned.
Yeah, so it's not an easy sack. Strength 3 only, so...
Like 1 die fishing for a POW. You just have to make sure you're... Yeah, you have to go 1 step further, I think. Technically, the strip ball can reach that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Strip baller can go take this ball, and then it'll be 2-0 for the Rats. If you're willing to roll a bunch of GFIs.
I was desperately trying to search for which rat had strip ball, and then like I clicked over him, and then I clicked the one furthest back, and oh, it's for MA10. Oh, he has strip ball. Oh, he can suddenly reach. Oh yeah, he's certainly in range.
Yeah, movement 10 sprint. You can get pretty
much this is why I hate rats. This is probably why 90% of Blood Bowl coaches hate rats, because yeah, they're just ridiculous.
It's a 1 dice with wrestle strip ball. Like, that's just really good.
It's like he's going to go for it, I think. He's marked him up.
I probably would have marked him up with the other gutter runner myself, because that guard gutter runner was closer. He's going for it, though. He's failing the first GFI. I think, yeah, he's committed, but it's scary now. He gets it.
Strip ball will do its thing. Scatter going. Decent.
Yeah, that's decent for the elf.
We
But
got run again.
Gut Runner's still able to score this. Opting to not go for the pickup.
I might have gone for it. It's only a what? 2+.
3+ rerollable into a 3+ into a 2+ rerollable, and 1 GFI.
Yeah, I would say the upside was a lot better there.
The downside would be if you fail the dodge, it scatters right, and then it's just a free 2+ pickup, 2+ dodge.
The downside is you fail the dodge and you die, which is not great.
Yeah. So this is going to be scary. We're talking like a pretty hard dodge and a pretty hard pickup back there. But if you make it and you get out with the ball, you're home free because there's no one back that threatens.
Maybe that throw has what, a 3+, 2+, 4+ chuck, which is not great, but not impossible.
Yeah, Thor doesn't have any skills to help him actually throw this ball, but it's probably going to be in the range of a 3 or 4+.
It's a pearls here. I'd probably just mark the rats as much as you can and then just try and clear
as
it.
Elsad points out. You fail this, it's 2-0.
Yeah.
Which is why
you gotta try. You gotta try and get the ball out of there.
Yeah, the mistake wasn't like it's not this turn that's the hard part. It's the previous turn that thrower should have been 1 square further back, so he couldn't be strip balled.
And that, folks, is why you click on the other players and see what their range is.
Yeah.
Before they can blitz you.
And you have to try it, because like if you don't try it, the rats just have a 2+, 3+, 2+ to score. Where the 2+s are rerollable.
Well, it's when they have a turn 8 and it's down to you to roll dice, you just gotta chuck cubes really and hope you can clear the ball somehow.
And you have to get a scoring threat, or you're throwing up to this movement guy. So he's
yeah, that's it. They've got turn 7. They could get a scoring throw up if they run.
1 dicing to get a path potentially. So he wants an extra scoring threat. Shattering.
I don't see why you couldn't just run the catcher down first.
Oh no! He's used his reroll on a pointless split block that made no sense to make.
Will not help the pickup.
That's not good. That does not help, because you wanted that reroll for the pickup.
Well, maybe he's just trusting the Nuffle, you know, cross fingers.
Yeah, maybe he's not going for the ball, but not going for the ball.
You say not going for the ball, but the prospects of not going for the ball are even worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, not going for the ball is just a free touchdown.
Get 2-0, yeah.
Oh, that 4+ would have worked.
He's trying to go down.
Okay, I see what he's doing.
Got a dodge.
This doesn't...
Oh no, that ain't gonna do it. Scatter, arguably.
Arguably, because...
If they... Well, can they whack him into it?
Because what I see here is like a 1 die, or just a 2+ into a 2 die, and then a free pickup. I guess the tackle makes it a little scary to dodge the guard into a good spot. Yeah, gotta hope the rats roll a 1 now, because they can do all this on 2-ups.
Yeah, cross fingers.
Do you just go for the 1 dice with the wrestler? Because every result... I guess a push isn't as good as a POW would be. But the only, like, the failure result is the same as the dodge for the guard gutter.
Yeah, wrestle seems like it'd be better than block.
Well, you're gonna make the hit with wrestle anyways, but it's just whether you make it a 2 dice or a 1 dice, right? So it's like a 2+ dodge versus with tackle versus just taking the 1 dice. I think
Tackle really complicates it.
How much movement does this guy have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. So he can't go around if he gets a push.
I don't know if that gut runner he just moved could have run up there and marked the blitzer.
No, a push is okay. A push is okay. So you push the guy below the gutter runner, and then the gutter runner has 2+ dodge rerollable, 2+ dodge rerollable.
He's made a dodge, there you go.
Okay. So he chose to go for the dodge play. I'm not sure that the dodge was better. Yeah, because even here it's like the same result as earlier, and that was just like a chance to fail on a 1 because of the tackle.
That should be a stylish score if you manage to blitz them off and pick up the ball.
2 dodges. Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
No 1s coming out of the rats means it's 2-0.
Tough for the Perals to pick up here.
Now they got a 1-turn attempt, but
2-0 at the half versus rats is always a bad time. It's tough.
Hopefully he can make it 2-1.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I think on my Peralf 1-turn touchdown attempt, there's maybe 2 successes in about 20 attempts. So,
well, luckily,
hopefully,
luckily Superbase has movement 9 sidestep, which is a lot easier to 1-turn with than a normal player.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lazy defense from Crystal Hunter, which I think is the right defense. I'm not gonna bash him too much with this one because just of the number of guard that the pro elves have. A lazy
the super easy defense would be 1-1-1, and then you'd have an easy time with it. But I always hate doing 1-turns versus this defense because you really have to think.
Probably wasn't going to be able to stop the hit because of the amount of guard, so, and the strength. So he can set up this play so that he gets multiple tries. The first blitz doesn't have to be a push, I think. But the way he is setting it up, the first blitz has to be a push.
I mean, he could be banking on the quick snap as well, which is always nice.
Yeah, well, you can't bank on that, but I think he could have set
reliable,
up
but yeah. you could bank on it.
I think he should have set up slightly differently, because there was a way to make this 1-turn more reliable. It's a very good kick.
That is a good kick for rats. That's hard.
I almost wish like the thrower had been like 2 squares further back, but I don't think it would have changed anything with the sideways motion of this kick.
I always put my thrower on a square 4 from a touchdown line, and he's just 1 square forward than I would have him. But
okay, so first block is good. He gets the push.
Stop.
Second block is not good. Needs to use his reroll
Push.
that he gained. Thanks to the... Second block can be a POW, and there's not going to be a third block. Because of the way he's set up. So you take the POW. Ooh, that was a mistake. Yeah, he should have POW'd that. So he's going to try and fix it by making an extra block.
Interesting.
No, I agree with the way he pushed after he accidentally chose the push, because it wasn't the right choice. So he still just gets an extra one. It's still pushing.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Oh, he's still pushing.
Oh, is this? Wait a minute. No, this is good. This is good. Watch. So I see what he's doing. What he's doing is he pushed it in a way that if he now fills in the square above the line rat, with... Ooh, that's 2 GFIs.
Yeah, 2 GFIs.
Yeah, because that wasn't the right hit.
That won't do it, I think.
I mean, to be fair, like, all this has done is given an extra dodge to the guy that wasn't really necessary, but, I mean, if he waits the reroll on it, then it's a thing. So he's gonna have to throw up to this guard lineman as a relay.
Yeah, I probably would have done that first, so it's less distance pass.
Pascal
He's
comes
got
in.
pass, and it's 6, so there you go. What do I know?
Guard gets
He's
the
done it.
relay. It's a 2+ catch because of Nerds of Steel.
Run, little sideline Sammy.
And now we're just gonna see if he can make the dodges and whether he has to burn this reroll on that extra dodge that he's forced to make now.
Crossed fingers.
Okay,
This one's fine.
we
Oh.
got the first one. That's the hard one. But the GFI fails.
Oh,
Yeah, not shadowing time. It's a bit sad, but I mean, the GFI would always have failed.
yeah, that's always the hard part, like game with dodges / GFIs and the touchdown line. It's
Yeah.
the hardest part, almost.
Setup for the 1 turn could have been slightly better. I feel like if he had properly set up, he wouldn't have needed to use the reroll on the block.
I feel he could have maybe done a little bit better there.
Yeah, but that's like the only thing. And obviously not taking the POW was weird because it added an extra dodge that was unnecessary.
Fortunately, Crystal Hunter not pulling a chub step here and setting up for doesn't appear. He's setting up for turn 9 as you probably should.
So now it's real uphill battle for these elves because while they're getting the ball, they need to score twice.
And it's 10 versus 11 for the elves, which is
and
not
also
great.
like this rat team knows how to score touchdowns.
I mean, you say that despite them being 2-0 up already.
Because it's a rat team.
They,
rat teams are good at scoring touchdowns.
They've already evidenced this.
Yeah.
At this point, as a Pro Elves team, you're like looking at Rat Team, you're like, how the f am I going to win this? Not easy.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much need something to go like that very first drive where you did get that blitz on the ball carrier.
At this point, you've like almost got a squirrel in hope
But
for
then
blitz.
you have to like
Kick off or-
actually capitalize on it because he didn't capitalize on that first one.
It's short of you like removing half his team in the first turn or something of the sort. It's tough.
You know, even if you're removing
That's
half the
just
team,
stun.
like, it's just so many line rats. And the line rats aren't the scary part.
No, it's just the gutter runners and the storm women and the gun thrower maybe.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep on blitzing the storm vermin. I think it's the right choice because it is armor 7. But he's gonna keep on not getting any results for it.
Its stun isn't so bad. You at least take out the might blow for the turn.
Well, he took out one of 2 mighty blow. The one that probably wasn't blitzing to begin with.
I mean, at AV7, you at least try your luck.
Oh,
But
yeah, you
he
try
has
it.
not been lucky.
Oof.
His little guard complex there, getting nothing but pushes.
And here you get with that, again, that problem that you have against this rat team, as we're forced to use yet another reroll, is that there's just no sure hands on this team, and if the ball is anywhere in range of this movement guy, I'm scared. Like,
I don't think the ball's super open. I'm just trying to see if there's a path through, like on the left, to get the
No,
blitz in, but I
tackle's
can't
in a good
see
spot.
one.
Tackle's in a very good spot. Looks like it would be 2 dodges, and both of them being or 4+ into 3+ into 4+, I guess.
He's just gonna try and whittle down the elves. Getting much.
And I mean, Crystal Hunter doesn't have to do anything, right? If the
He's
elves
already
don't
2-0
score,
ahead.
he's
He's just
winning.
gotta,
yeah,
he's gotta put his feet up, really.
you just like stick some guys that aren't that useful in the way and say, "Come at me."
Yeah, if anything, I'm surprised he's like stuck his valuable players so far forward. Like, letting your SPP player getting blitzed, like, yeah, why not? You're 2-0 ahead. Players compared to a 2-0 win. It's fine.
Yeah, just a pretty decent elf screen here from the rats against elves.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to bust this right side, but then
Well, we're gonna have to see something exceptional from the elves here to at least get equal
yeah, I mean, I
score
think
at the
they
end of
need
the
a
half.
scoring
So,
threat like soon, because the faster they can score 1 touchdown, the more chances they have of scoring 2.
so what do they do? Do they like make a sideline cage and just like go for it, or
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing.
I think he's gonna set up a screen, yeah, and just try and run down. I was wondering whether he'd go for a sideline cage, but with that Agi4 Blodge gut runner, maybe a cage on the sideline isn't such a great idea. Might as well set the screen and make an extra dodge. Cool players.
Now the catcher is technically a scoring threat. Okay, and then the movement 9 one's even more of a scoring threat. No GFI is required for him.
Nicely protected there.
And this lineman can get in front of him as well.
I think he might leave there to protect the thrower.
Maybe. I don't think he's that necessary there, though.
Not super necessary, but if you want him to be ultra safe, I think you might leave him. Depends how fortunate he feels, I
So
suppose.
the only problem with this is if Crystal Hunter's not, like, scared of making tackle dodges, his gutter runners can get around and get to the thrower.
He's going. There you go.
Yeah. But this definitely looks like a I want to score on my movement 9 next turn type of play. Which I agree with, because I think he does need to score pretty fast to have a chance in this game.
If you want to score against 2-0 at the half, you've got to go for it. Rats will probably be looking to take off a couple of elves and then seal it up, really.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of hits here for free. Might as well take advantage of them.
Okay.
There's the guard gutter runner coming in handy. Putting himself in on all of that action.
It's not super hard to just scream them off here as rats. You just stick a couple of rats in the way, and it's not trivial for the elves to score.
Yeah, I think the problem is that strength 4 is always going to be a problem. Strength 4 can bust a screen pretty easily. So it looks like at the moment the sideline's going to have to be protected by a gutter runner, which means even just a catcher can bust the screen. None of these gutter runners have sidestep, except for the guard one who's already moved.
Gonna make the GFI. 1. No. Ball's the play if you want to just base the ball catcher. Or ball hog. Oh, he's dead! Oh no!
And this is why you have 3 guard, because when one guard dies, you still have 2 guard. Oh, and the cheeky uphill!
Yeah, why not?
Look at that cheeky uphill.
Oh dear. Oh, after blow. Oh. This is why you give your Pearl Flame a block instead of God.
Here's a blitz on the ball.
Oh, got it. Dodge is fine. Oh, just push.
Rerolled.
Yeah, got it.
No gutter runners unactivated to be able to pick the ball up, but don't think he'll be worrying about that at this point.
Yeah, that ball seems pretty hard to recover, especially if he follows up. Dodgy lineman out and no, he didn't try it. Trivial pickup.
Okay, so strength can blitz down the storm vermin.
Exactly what you said. He's going for it.
And then it's a dodge, pickup, throw. But you're gonna have to worry about interceptions.
That's the drawback of giving your throw a blodge, which is not what I would choose, but interesting.
I mean, it's certainly not bad.
Defensively.
It's
not bad, but
it's a little bit more
for a
useful
thrower,
on defense.
it certainly limits your throwing options. Yeah. Defense is more than offense. And right now you need offense. Well, not if he fails to pick up.
And he's got butterfingers.
You roll. He's fine.
But now you don't
gosh,
have the GFIs to be able to get out of range of...
He might just
I
pass
think you
on
have
there,
to
to be
go one
honest.
GFI.
No, he's gone for it.
He's gone for it. Got the catch.
Okay,
I loved that
sure
play. I love that play because
no, that was good. I was thinking, why didn't he pass through a catch? But like,
he needed
pass
one
and hand it
extra
off. That's really
square
good.
to get that pass band lower. So instead of moving an extra square, he just passed the guy one closer.
That's perfect.
That was a good play.
Well done, Sammy running it in. Nice one.
You recovered pretty well from the from Crystal Hunter being able to sack that ball. Put him in a pretty...
Yeah, it was a nice recovery for a touchdown, but now he's got to do it again.
And he had to use a reroll too, so...
Yeah.
Not
See
the
how it
greatest. Only one reroll in order to steal and score, and then you're going to be going into overtime with, like, no rerolls if you had to use it during that.
You're really hoping for double 5 here and get the blitz.
At that point, like, you're just really hoping you win the toss in overtime, because usually pros don't have to use that many rerolls in their scoring plays.
No.
The problem here is if you, like, go for, like, a protection type defense, Crystal Hunter could choose to just attempt to one turn. He doesn't have to, like, fully commit to it either. He can just, like, see if he gets a bunch of pushes to take away all the GFIs and then go for it if he does it. But I think Crystal Hunter is going to be content to just keep the ball safe in the backfield.
He's going to invite. He's just going to play defensively, I think.
And I think the Elves are maybe one square too far back because they're not really threatening from here.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, he's set on one side of line of scrimmage, but that's not going to help you if you get a blitz. You'd want your players to be all forward. But maybe...
And I really like Crystal Hunter's commitment to keeping a lot of players on the left-hand side of the pitch here. Or right-hand side when I swap to his view. Because blitz is pretty much the only way that the Elves are really getting back into this game. So you want to keep as many players nearby to cut the blitz down a bit.
That's not happening, so he's fine.
A free reroll is not the worst thing for the Elves.
That will help some desperation plays, maybe.
Yeah. Definitely not the worst thing.
Still on Rat's offense, it's not the easiest thing to turn over and score.
Ooh, I love the target of the blitz.
That is a rough pow.
Yeah, hit a catcher, because catchers are the things that have the most movement and therefore are the scariest. Oh.
The MAA, and okay. Oh dear.
Luckily, he has the block skill. And that's 2 guard down.
Oh, he's dead!
So I'm gonna...
that's why you take 4 guard on a team, 2 die, you're still fine.
I'm gonna have to apologize to Superbase after this, because earlier in the cast I said you have 3 guard, because when 2 of them die, you still have 1.
If you have 4 guard and 2 of them die, you still have 2.
And, yeah,
200 IQ.
This is just so unfortunate, because he's rolled 3 deaths this game.
It's rough.
Like, no matter what, 2 good players would have died, because there were 3 deaths.
One of them was re-rolled into M and G, so not much better.
Sorry, 4.
Oh, there's another one. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh goodness me. This is Stop, he's already dead.
So I'm just gonna point everyone's attention to these dice logs here, because this is not Pro Elves that are causing this. This is 11, 12, 6, 12, 11, 6 that's caused this.
So it went 1, 1, 1, 2 into 2, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 2, 6, 6, 5, 6, 6.
Like this is like 2 trees died in a row. Like this would be that.
This is why they didn't give the rats chainsaw access. It would just be too powerful. Could be another one. Oh no, he's fine. Almost sadly at this point, but
yeah.
3 deaths. You can't complain. It's not been an unexciting Blood Bowl match.
Now the good part about this for the elves is they still have a very good looking team. Like
yeah. Pro Elves lineman dead. Oh well, what a shame. Bye.
Like it's a couple guard linemen which are great, but if only the deaths kept on rolling there.
Great, but also 90k blows. Lol. So.
Okay, I just have to ask the question: why was the 1-turner all the way up there? Like why? Why was the 1-turner not like safely sitting back in the backfield with the ball?
Oh dear, yeah, he's primed to get fouled, I think.
Like, I mean, at this point, you don't have the players to win. I'd pour my whole team into fouling that thing every turn until it's over.
For sure, yeah. Maybe he just feels like 2-1 ahead. He has the ball. He just doesn't really regard it. Or
I mean, I like his optimism of still trying to keep a solid line here and playing for try to get the tie. Oh no, Crystal Hunter's just trying to get rid of all the guard now.
Come on. Can we make it free guards dead? Come on. No.
Not piling on.
Hearing me.
I would have piled there, because I think like you've already offered up 1 good foul target on the ground. What's the difference in offering up 2?
True. Especially if when you got an MA10 on the ground, I suppose one's stunned and one isn't, maybe. So you can foul one turn and then the next for next turn.
So we're gonna sideline cage the guard better runner as our scoring threat.
And the 3 hours Buffon. Interesting name. This is a turn where I wish gutter runners had stunty, and then they would have a penalty for passing.
That is a gutter runner who is taking the Mickey out of a friend, implying that Bernie takes 3 hours in his games.
Not going for chucking this turn. He's fine.
No, keeping it safe in the backfield, and then if that gutter runner's still there, he can score.
There's care.
More boxcars being rolled.
A removal for the elves.
In Blood Bowl 2, you roll both your armor and injury. In tabletop, I think the opponent rolls them. I don't know, it's different.
I believe so. In Blood Bowl 2, you roll your own, and in the tabletop, you roll against your opponents. Yeah. Not quite sure why they implemented to roll your own. Maybe they just thought,
I mean,
you should
it's
feel
a computer
bad.
game.
I
It
don't know.
actually doesn't matter. So
I mean, but it affects like the after game statistics. So
yeah, it does
maybe they
affect
just
the
thought,
stats.
how about those analytics after the game? Why do we make them marginally less useful by making you roll against your own armor? That's fine.
Well, I think they're marginally less useful for the totals numbers, but I think they're more useful because they appear in your team's statistics. So when you just want to look at how your team did, you get to look at your own armor. I don't know.
I mean, given my caliber of coaching, it's universally generally pretty poor. So
I like how he's offering up this wrestle dude to the claw palm. Please don't blitz my good guy again. And there it is. Wrestle's a good skill.
Go push. Now, normally, when I wasn't in a playoff game, I would normally suggest that Rat steal this with the primo of moves, which is the long bomb. Just chuck it to that lone lineman and score on a long bomb. 4+ pass. Why not? But I don't think we'll see that right now.
No,
I think we'll
instead
see some carried elves.
Is we're going to see a handoff to the wrestle gutter runner that's standing at midfield, and then he's just going to sideline cage it on the left side of the field.
That seems eminently more sensible.
Doesn't even need to sideline cage. You can just screen off the tackle player. And tackle player can only just reach the sideline at the moment.
He's going to GFI. Oh no, he doesn't even need GFI to get an assist on that blitzer.
Yeah, there goes the screen off. Yeah, rat thrower the spade is kind of cool. Okay, well here's the win condition for the Pro Elves. It's a 1-1 here. It's not a 1-1.
Nope.
That was their chance.
1-5-6 to win the game, or at least tie the game doesn't happen.
Yeah. That was their chance though. I mean, it certainly 1 in 36 could have happened there.
I mean, if you count the number of occasions that I could have won the game on a 1 in 36, you flip the coin, it very much comes up not in my favour. So, well done for our coach for not inducing the curse of Nuffle.
Well and truly screened in here, and you just don't make any hits on this blitzer because him sidestepping would be the worst thing in the world.
Don't let him get the GFI.
About like the only thing you can do is you can dodge this line rat. Lord Wu the Goblin fan around to try and screen off again for the catcher.
You say can. Doesn't go for reroll.
No, it's not worth
saving it.
Like, it wasn't a necessary player. But it was just
Now we
something you
see
could do.
the 4+, 4+, 2+, sack.
Mm-hmm.
Gutter runner.
No tackle in the way.
Alright, 4+, 4+, 2+, 2+, because of GFI. Not
And
if you
he's
get that
just-
guy in the way.
Yeah, he's just put his guy in the way of the only way to get to the
That
ball.
won't do. No. Oh.
Because there's no reason for the rats not to just walk this in on the next turn.
3-1 and you're done.
Oh,
What's he
shadowing.
doing? Oh, shadow. I said shadowing would do a thing. It's done a thing. There you go.
I mean,
Congratulations,
not really done a thing
Scroid.
yet. Oh, he's going for this way. Okay.
He's going the less effectual way.
He can't actually reach the ball now.
Yeah. He's got tackle.
Yeah, I guess he can get to the ball and base
I mean,
it.
sacking would have been better, but
And those dodges would have worked too. That's a
40
4+
shadowing.
into a 4+.
3+, 2+, 2+, 2+. Yeah. With dodge.
Oh, those would everything would have worked. No, GFI's failed.
He's got reroll.
Oh, he would have gotten a blitz on the ball. Wow.
Yeah, he should have tried it.
Yeah, that was a kind of a mistake. Accidentally getting in his way there with the catcher. Totally would have went for those 4+ dodges.
I guess you just have to screen and hope he rolls a 1.
Yeah, now it's just again hope he rolls a 1 twice.
It's not a good plan, but it's a plan.
And
Blocks
he has
take.
a scoring threat, so the problem is you're gonna want 2 scoring threats, because if I'm Crystal Hunter, the first thing I'm doing is blitzing that movement catcher with tackle mighty blow.
Yeah.
And hitting
You
this
sack
wrestle
the
guy down
back
with the
threat.
gutter. Because he should realize that the only way he loses this game is snaking with the ball and the ball getting to the scoring threats. So, first step is get rid of the scoring threats.
Yep, he's going for it.
Ooh, push.
Sidestep will do a thing.
Yeah, there's still a scoring threat.
Hell of a pass though
And
to
he
get it down to him.
can't even get into a good spot to make the dodge harder.
No.
Yeah, and I think it's only going to be a long
Because-
pass, actually, if he gets the ball, like, hands the ball off to the thrower and then goes max distance with
Man.
the thrower. So it's actually not that
If
bad
this
of a
game goes
pass.
2-2 off a long bomb, I will be amazed. This would be one hell of a playoff game.
So now
Playoff
it's
game.
the 1 in 36.
Everyone knows all the best playoff games are settled by long bombs, so we shall see.
Okay. Now it's, can you
Ow.
roll a double 1?
Slam break and stunned.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Oh no! Oh no! He's gone. Can you roll again?
Oh.
Oh goodness!
That was close.
So close. 1 and 6 to having a good game. Rip.
I mean, there still would have been
He's down.
plenty of dice to roll for the Pro Elves, but that would have been really sweet
Yeah, that's
to see
true,
that
but
happen.
yeah. Everyone loves to play this game. He is in. 3-1.
Yeah,
And
now Crystal Hunter
yeah, pretty much impossible for Prowls to score
won the
now.
game.
Yeah.
While
Ninja 5,
decimating the
not what
team.
you want to see as Prowls. Yeah. If the Prowls could have got more removals on Skaven for the couple first turns, it would have been quite different, but that's how it is versus Rats. You leave some of them up, they just thrash your ass, so.
Yeah, isn't this like a G-Man versus G-Man game? No, this is, yeah, G-Man beating Rebbl, right? But he doesn't want to
And
root for Skaven.
Is there any chance here? Can he like get a rice or something and like at least try and get like a 2-turn and then like a?
There were 4
extra
deaths, Ramaset. This MNG on this catcher over here was also a death that got approed. So like 3 of the 5 doubles on the team got murdered. One of them got saved.
Yeah, I almost would have said like set up for a 1-turn here, but he just doesn't have enough players. So.
Oh, he has enough players. He's got a movement 9 sidestepper. You only need 5 players for that.
Well, you might be going for it then.
Blitz in, diagonal. Yeah, I think that's a good setup for a 1-turn. I mean, you might as well try, right?
Yeah, like you're not gonna win otherwise, so.
It's like, you 1-turn, you get a blitz, you might tie it up, right?
I think like given it was like a 1-turn to like at least have a chance. I think it was a bad defensive setup. You should have like committed more people to like the middle.
Or just set up a full. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good enough. I like the reroll, and I like the fact that he was going for the 1-turn.
Yeah, like you had to go for it, otherwise nothing. But didn't work, unfortunately. And that will not do any favors. I already has block. Never mind.
And now strength. Yeah, you gotta just. Oh, he's just gonna get a scoring threat.
Shadowing does a thing.
I would have not shadowed
down
there, honestly.
Cards.
Because, yeah, maybe. Like he was gave up a free hit, but you never know.
I mean, why not? If you get a touchdown on that blitzer, like you get to 31, so like why not at least track it and hope you can score? So
yeah, keep going.
I'll try.
Come on. Why'd you stop? Shadowing's not a deal, not a big deal. Let's keep going.
Yeah, like 9+. So
now in Imperium, where you actually get to see shadowing a lot, I've seen like a player shadow someone for like 7 squares.
Nice.
And the funny part was it was a movement 6 player was shadowing. It wasn't even good.
That's me. Who was that against?
It was a Shadora versus Stegman's game, I think. It was a fun one. But it was in Imperium. He just at this point he's just shadowing because he can.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's not a useful skill. Why not use it in mean ways? Shadow whoever you can. I don't think this guy's too far forward enough to hit the score, to be honest. But maybe I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So the problem is that this is probably 4-1.
It seems likely.
Because that ball is in range of strip ball.
He'd run his blitz for a bit more forward. He might have had a chance, but not happening.
Wouldn't mind a cheeky 4-1 for the stonks. Now the thing is, regardless of the size of the win, you're not going to be gaining much stonks out of this game because Super Base was a Div 5 team, so pretty low down, and Crystal Hunter was a Div 2 team.
You know, I'm actually amazed by that. Like how he was a 1700 team after 1 season as Pro Elves. Like, did none of his players die? That seems amazing to me.
He got a season's worth of deaths today.
That's true. Like, he took out, what, 1, 2, 3 of his duels players, so that's 270k gone, so...
Well, 2 dead. One of them's just MNG'd.
Oh yeah, 2 of them dead and then 1 normal, so that's, what, 90k, 90k, 60k.
Yeah, that's a lot of dead. It's 240.
240, yes. 240k dead. Back to regular Pro Elf levels after this season. Enjoy your Division 4, my dude. Much less guard. I'm sure it'll go well for
He's
you.
just going to try and get this ball up to this Blodge gutter runner because he's at 10 out of 16, so any SPP would put him into MVP range.
You might even now be trying to score my gut runner.
Actually,
who,
yeah,
has
no,
47.
Bernie is at 47, so if he makes a vanity pass this turn to the... You vanity pass to the 10 out of 16, and you vanity pass back from the 10 out of 16 to the 48. Then you have MVP range for full throttle, and you're getting a level on Bernie.
Quite grim.
But it doesn't look like he's going for it, so he's not thinking about the level. He's just going to keep the ball safer.
Well, yeah, 3 SPP on a 51 near gut runner is more valuable than 1 on a 10 out of 16, I suppose.
But this does mean he's not going to be able to level that 47 out of 51 this game.
I mean, if he's going to next round, maybe he feels he can get a vanity pass off at some point.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather have the skill next round than the round after.
That is very true. Yeah, I probably would have gone for it, but maybe he feels with like no rerolls, it's risky.
Pass
well,
back off.
Not so much riskier through 1.
Should have passed the second time too. Because 10 out of 16 could have been an MVP range with just 1 SPP.
See who gets the MVP after this game. Should be interesting. If it is that 10 out of 16 SPP good runner, we shall have a good jest.
You know that you're clutching at straws when you're critiquing someone for their SPP haul at the end of a 3-1 win.
How dare he win 3-1? He hasn't even passed properly. Jeez.
How dare he not level that gutter runner while absolutely murdering the Pro Elf team.
What a coach. No matter that he's better than 90% of the coaches in this chat.
Oh no, both of them are great coaches. I mean, they both had great seasons, so...
Yeah.
You can't really fault the Pro Elf coach for having 4 of his players die.
Just unfortunate. Look, as it is universally versus rats, rats tend to get the better of you, as in my experience. But
do you cheeky foul the shadowing player to make Crystal Hunter's team better?
10 16.
No, it looks like he's going.
It's tough. Maybe you would. Maybe he fell down catcher. No.
Okay, so he can he can still level this gutter runner. No, he can't. No, he can't. Yeah.
That's true, man.
Any level would have had
for 1. Nice
he had
draw.
to do it last turn. Unfortunate. Missed opportunity.
I mean, you say unfortunate, like 4-1 win isn't pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, you take that, definitely.
Ooh, a Line Rat takes the MVP. And the Strength 4 gets it, so that Strength 4 guy is now closer to Tackle, probably.
A decent MVP for him. He'll be close to rank 5.
Yeah.
10 versus 12 on armor breaks for the team, so relatively even.
It's just the results of those armor breaks that weren't even.
I'd be interested to see what the injury percentage was.
Yeah, so 50% for the broken bones versus 90% for Rat Rebbl. Yeah, pretty big difference there.
Yeah, pretty rough.
And 0 for 7 on the Kaz dice, which does mean that every single Kaz roll was a 4+. No badly hurts. Anyways, thanks for joining us, and thanks for co-hosting with me, Fiat.
Cheers for watching, guys. Catch you again another time.
Yep, and if anyone in the chat is wondering what the Kaz dice means, it does mean the number of badly hurts versus M&G plus. And I'm going to throw you guys over to the other playoff / Challengers Cup game that should be going right now. So, give my regards to, I believe Holes is casting it right now? No. Who is up here? We'll just have a look at these. Mistays and Crusader are still going, so I'm gonna throw you guys over to Crusader's channel, and hope you guys enjoy the games they got. Is he still going? Actually, can't tell. No, he's at non-applicable now. So let me refresh this and send you guys to. Oh, I noticed that he's just playing his game, so we're gonna raid him. Anyways, enjoy the games. Crystal had a lot of SVP, and I don't feel like counting it. So, until next time, I'll see everyone later, and enjoy the rest of these playoffs.